All right, guys. Welcome to Rant and Chill, channel where I like to rant and I like to chill. A very simple premise, right? Now, here in this video, we're going to be asking ourselves, what is the best Japanese metal band of 2023? And to tackle this question, we're going to be looking at the bands that I reacted to on this channel. So there might be some bands out there you might consider, but if I don't know about them, if I don't know that much about them, it's just not, sorry, it's not going to be on my list here. We already did the community choice. That went well. I'm not really surprised by the results. And here we're going to do my pick, all right? And this is a tough question. What is the best Japanese metal band of 2023? We're going to have to look at their albums that they released. If they released one in 2023, we're going to have to look at their live performances. We're going to have to look at it all, really. So first, let's start with Bandmade. Now, I know what you're thinking, not a metal band. I know they're not a metal band, a hard rock band, but they are cool. They're very cool, and they had an amazing 2023. I just wanted to say that. Can I say that? Yeah, I could say it. It's my channel. I just said it. BABYMETAL. Now, someone's going to say, oh, they're not a band. Deal with it. Deal with it. You're going to have to deal with it, son. Okay? BABYMETAL. Now, did they have a really good 2023? Well, let's look at this here. They had a new album, the other one. Now, compared to previous albums, it was a lot better than Metal Galaxy, I think anyway. But definitely not as good as Metal Resistance and even the debut album, though. In some ways, this album may be like the new debut for like what could come in the future of BABYMETAL, but not really, because now with NEMOPHILA part of the recording, I think the next album is really going to be like the new BABYMETAL, if you will. The other one was kind of like, and even sounded like some things, some concepts that were just not really worked in the previous albums, and now they did. So other bands call this their B-sides. But it was still really good. It had some really good bangers there. Maya, Time Wave, Monochrome, Divine Attack. You guys know what I'm talking about. They're all solid songs, great bangers. I think most importantly, though, the highlight here for BABYMETAL is their world tour. The world tour was incredible. And leading up to that world tour, they had an amazing, a fantastic, larger-than-life performance in Japan. Several performances, right? They're like theatrical. They're big events. One of which, NEMOPHILA became part of the band officially. It was a whole thing. They've been so active, so busy on their world tour even, let's say, that they've been able to spread their name, their images on social media so well. The BABYMETAL fever is real, and you could see it. I would see it trend on X or Twitter, and it's like, this is cool. And that's made possible by you guys, by the fans. And the band knows that. Amuse, I believe, knows that, which is why a lot of reactors are so allowed to put their stuff on here, right? Myself included. Because we all play a role in helping people recognize and see BABYMETAL. Okay. So, yeah, they had a solid world tour. Their name is spreading out further. Okay, they're doing great. Then you have BABYMETAL, Metal Lee. That collaboration was awesome. That song is a total solid banger right there. Then you had the Kingslayer performance in Tokyo. I would say BABYMETAL legit has had quite a great 2023. But how does it compare to other bands? Let's say NEMOPHILA. Now, this is a really good band. I like this band a lot. I'm a little biased. I'm biased with all these bands. Okay. Now, Seized to Fate is a 2022 release. Well, maybe not as solid as their debut album. The album has some really good songs on it. You have like Zen, right? You have Seized to Fate. Those are really, really cool songs I think a lot of people like. Then you have some wild cards like Style and Waiting for You. But this is, like I said, a 2022 release, and we're talking about 2023. But so why are we talking about this? Well, NEMOPHILA had a really solid tour in 2023. They did a U.S. tour of Seas to Fate, where they dominated several U.S. cities with their awesome music, with Tamu's thunderous drums, Harigachi-san's thick bass line, Saki and Hazuki's powerful guitars, Mayu's ruthless screaming. They brought the domination to each and every venue they visited. NEMOPHILA had many tour dates in Japan, playing along exciting high-energy bands such as Hanabie. You may know them. In fact, you already know I'm going to talk about them next. Look at that. But in effect, NEMOPHILA is still playing shows right now as they're building up and getting closer to their live performances. It's going to be at the Budokan, which they earned. They earned that, most definitely. I mean, they are a band that has a lot of synergy with them. There's a lot of positive energy. There's a lot of momentum. They're accomplishing quite a bit in a short amount of time. It's really impressive. They have also had they released an EP, which consisted of covers. Okay, you have 4 covers there. You have Metallica, you have Slipknot, Sick, Sugar, System of a Down, Sugar. Didn't you have a Limp Bizkit song? I forgot what song it was. What was stuck? Hey, no shade to NEMOPHILA. That shade was on Limp Bizkit. But I don't think anyone cares about that. But the really important thing about that Initial Impact release, the EP, was, I think, their original song that was on that album. And the only way you can get that song, I guess, currently as it is, Oscar, that song there, a solid, hard-hitting, aggressive tune that just is ruthless. It's great high energy from NEMOPHILA is what they deliver on that. I would say if you take account their U.S. tours, their tours in Japan, what they've done with the Initial Impact EP, and the fact that they put on live shows, live streaming shows for fans without any money, not asking for a cent. I mean, these ladies give to their fans. These ladies love what they do. I mean, that's really good. NEMOPHILA's definitely had a great 2023, and they worked hard at it. They earned it. But how does that compare to Hanabie? I mean, Hanabie, a metalcore band. I think it's a Harajuku core band from Tokyo. You guys know who they are. They started 2023 with a phenomenal single. You know the single? Pardon Me, I Have to Go Now. That is a solid single right there. That and other singles, let's say like I'll Be the Gal, huh? Those songs there got a lot of attention. Got a lot of attention to the point to where international promoters were looking at this band like, hey, what is this? This is amazing. We got to get them here. We got to bring them to the States. We got to bring them to these festivals like Aftershock, Louder Than Life, and other ones, okay? So, yeah, they had a great start. Of course, then there was the, there was the moment when they lost their drummer. That unfortunately did happen. April Say did leave. But the band carried on. They weren't going to take that loss and be wounded and just give up. No, they carried on. They pulled through, I should say. And they had support members, one of which is Chika, which would become an official member. And the band would not only deliver solid performances in America with their American tour, but they also released their new album under their new label, Epic. That new album, of course, you know, is Reborn Superstar. So, yeah, they were hard working on their new album. They got a new label. They recouped from losing a member. They were able to travel and tour in the States and put on great shows. And they're fun, high-energy shows. I would say Hanabie definitely had a really good 2023, especially considering the that moment when you lose a member. It could be real dicey. It could be a situation, right? Speaking of which, we've got to talk about Lovebites. Lovebites. You already know. In fact, you're probably thinking, what's the point of this? We already know what he's going to say. He's going to say Lovebites is number one. I mean, make it to the end. Maybe you'll be wrong. You want to bet? Now it's time to bet. Huh? Lovebites, Lovebites, Lovebites. I will say Lovebites definitely had a pretty good 2023. But are they the best of 2023? I don't know. Let's look at what they did. In 2023, they released their fourth studio album? Yeah, fourth studio album. Glory, Glory to the World had me messed up, but that's an EP. That doesn't count. Judgment Day. Judgment Day. Judgment Day. That song alone. That song by itself, without anything else, you don't need 9 other tracks, but you have them. And there's 9 other tracks on that album. All have their strengths. It is a solid album. If you like ruthless thrash, if you like strong, epic power metal, if you like just good heavy metal, it delivers. It delivers in spades. Okay, it is a fantastic album. Okay, it is. I remember everyone, every reactor in this sphere, in this sector. Okay, they said the same thing about this band. They leveled up. They leveled up when they had Fami. When they got Fami, they leveled up. I was like, no. They didn't just level up because they had Fami on the bass. They leveled up because during their hiatus, during that moment, they didn't stop playing. They didn't stop practicing. They were honing their craft. And then when they recorded those tracks, oh man, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. Oh, ooh, man. Midori's making her guitar scream like she's never done before. And this is something you might have heard before, yes, but not to this level. Oh, man, Stand and Deliver. We Are the Resurrection. Her guitar was whistling. Just making her guitar whistle. I thought it was a live performance. I thought someone was whistling in the crowd. But there was no crowd. There was just the guitar. Wow, it's amazing. But yeah, a solid album. Do I need to say anything more than that? Solid freaking album there. And that's just one part of 2023. They also had a really good tour in Japan. Now, some people be like, well, they didn't tour the world. They didn't tour the U.S. I know. And you know what? I consider that too. Like I'm saying, it may not be Lovebites who had the best 2023. Okay? All right? But they did have a pretty good tour in Japan for Lovebites, considering the hiatus and all the stuff they were going through. They were able to put on some good shows, and they even did a show for the fans. If you're in a fan club, they did a show for them called The Shining. I thought that had something to do with a horror movie. I was confused by that. I was like, Shining Volume 2? Is Jack Torrance gonna be there? What's going on? Is Stephen King related to this? What's going on? No. And then you have, on top of that, you had a bonus show that they did, a bonus live show they did for selling out and having such a good tour in Japan. That was really cool to see. That one you were able to see live streamed. That was amazing too. They recorded several of their events. They recorded a number of their events, which would lead us to Knocking on Heaven's Gate, a 1 and 2, which was amazing. That was absolutely amazing there. A really cool release. The energy around those releases are really great. Let's see, what else? Then you had, there was like these other things that would happen around Lovebites with the members. Like Miyako would do her EP, her piano debut EP, which was just elegant covers of like Metallica's Battery, or even a Deep Purple track. Burn, I believe. Yeah, Burn. So yeah, it's really cool. Which is a pretty cool thing to hear. I never really thought I would listen to a lot of piano music. Okay, I'm not really that sort of guy. Do I strike you as that sort of guy? But it was really cool to hear, and then she even did a live performance of that. It was more like an elegant performance, an elegant show, very high end. Okay, as Sami also did that with the Christmas special. Okay, not really Lovebites related, but kind of sort of in that there's a member of Lovebites doing that, and I think there was at least one Lovebites song in that line in the set list there. Really cool. It's like this is a group that's like their members are really talented, and this was a good year for them to kind of still be able to express that and really pull together too to make a phenomenal album, have a really awesome tour, look fantastic, sound fantastic when performing live. It's just great. So yeah, they did definitely have a solid 2023. But which one of these bands have the best? Which ones were the best? The 2023, I should say. Well, we'll find out. But first, there's some ones I had listened to quite a bit, but I didn't really consider them in this this lineup here. That would be like Martellus. I listen to them all the time. I really do. Like on my playlist, they come in quite a bit, and usually it's Last Round Survivor, which I know is a 2022 song, but even Patriot Anthem plays quite often on my playlists, and that's a solid song right there. Max from the Hormones, Koi no America, really good song. I like the energy of the music video. Max from the Hormone is a fun band. I like the energy. I like the. It's just cool. It's just cool. Arc Royal, Bloom in Hades, cool song. I like it. I listen to it. I like what's going on there. I'm definitely, of course, you've been following this. You know this, Audius. Now, there's nothing really new currently, but they're still playing. They're still performing live, and I listen to them quite a bit, though. But they would not be considered for the best of 2023. It's just, sorry, it's just not it. They had their best years ago, but for best of 2023, though, we're looking at BABYMETAL. We're looking at NEMOPHILA. We're looking at Hanabie. We're looking at Lovebites. Which one of these four is the best Japanese metal band of 2023? Which one? With all things considered. You might say I would say Lovebites because my shirt. You might say I want to say Hanabie just to be that guy. I have to give it to the one that just gave it all and did more and more. Oh, I'm hesitating. There's no script for this part. Okay? There's two I'm looking at. One is backed by a but I have to be honest there. I just have to. If you take everything, it's gonna be BABYMETAL. The runner-up would be NEMOPHILA. It really is. It really is that way for me. It really is. I mean, BABYMETAL put on a great performance, a live world tour, and they had many great things happening. You know, really cool collaborations happening. On top of a good album, on top of I said live performance already, but there's so many things going on, like their tour with Deathclock, their event in Japan with bring back the horizon, whatever. The Kingslayer song, okay, it's just the and I have to be honest, like the energy that you saw is just so much. Now, keep this in mind. Every band I mentioned here has had a really good 2023. Okay, none of them were lazy. They all had good things happening. Hanabie, they had a really good one as well. Okay. Lovebites had amazing 2023. You know that. NEMOPHILA, though. The reason why I was considering NEMOPHILA, in some ways, I say is better than. I want to say better as far as better than BABYMETAL in 2023. It's just I'm taking into account even the stuff that they give to their fans, like just like the free shows and stuff, you know, the extra things, because they're still working, you know. It's not like it's, you know, they're still putting a lot of effort and time into what they do. But yeah, so that's it. You thought it was going to be Lovebites. Turned out it was BABYMETAL. Were you surprised by that? Were you surprised? Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments section. And, you know, try to be cordial about it. And with that said, you guys, you know, y'all take it easy and have a good one. All right. Well, see y'all later.